1412 Wrestling Episode 21 All Out Action. The arena is packed to the brim with purple slime dripping from the ceiling, and thousands of VHS tapes lining the walls. Baby Rexha opens the show with a live performance of her hit song, Sacrifice. The crowd is buzzing, eagerly anticipating the night's action. The ring announcer, dressed in a vintage suit, steps into the ring. Ring announcer: ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 1412 Wrestling. Tonight, every championship will be defended, and we're starting with our first match. Welcome, everyone. This promises to be an unforgettable night of action and chaos. I can't wait to see what absurdity unfolds tonight. Totally stoked, dudes. Let's get this party started. Match 1, Competitive Eating Championship, Joey Tribbiani versus LA Beast versus The Moose. The ring has been transformed into an eating contest setup, with a long table stacked high with an array of food. Joey Tribbiani and LA Beast sit on opposite ends, eyeing the mountain of burgers, hot dogs, and other assorted foods. The Moose, however, stands at the end of the table, gnawing on a chair leg. This match is for the vacant Competitive Eating Championship. The first competitor to finish their plate wins. The bell rings, and Joey and LA Beast dive into their plates, stuffing their faces with reckless abandon. The Moose, meanwhile, continues to wreak havoc, tossing food everywhere and causing general mayhem. Mr. Feeney, this is absolute chaos. The Moose is turning this eating contest into a disaster. Only in 1412 Wrestling would a Moose be involved in a competitive eating match. The Moose is gnarly, bro. Despite the crowd's initial excitement, the fans soon start booing the eating contest, chanting for more chaos and absurdity. Joey and LA Beast barely notice, too focused on their food. The Moose begins to shove food off the table, creating an even bigger mess. Joey's Mani. I can't lose this. I'm the best eater in the world. Barely able to speak between bites. You don't stand a chance, Joey. As the contest reaches its climax, Joey speeds up, shoveling burgers into his mouth at an incredible pace. LA Beast tries to keep up but starts to slow down. The Moose, now finished with the chair leg, charges at the table, causing it to shake violently. Joey is pulling ahead. Can he finish before the Moose destroys everything? This is ridiculous, but I can't look away. Joey's a beast, dude. With a final massive effort, Joey stuffs the last burger into his mouth and raises his hands in victory. The bell rings and the ring announcer steps back into the ring, trying to avoid the Moose. Ring announcer: the winner and new competitive eating champion, Joey Tribbiani. Result: Joey Tribbiani wins the competitive eating championship. The crowd reacts with a mix of cheers and boos as Joey celebrates his victory. Suddenly, Bart Simpson's music hits and he storms down to the ring, microphone in hand. This is ridiculous. I haven't been on TV in weeks. Dana Scully is holding me down, and I'm sick of it. Oh, here we go. Bart Simpson making his grievances known. He does have a point. He's been noticeably absent. Bart's bringing the drama, dudes. Joey, still chewing, looks at Bart in confusion. The Moose, uninterested in Bart's rant, continues to create chaos in the ring, much to the crowd's amusement. I demand a match right now. I'm not leaving until I get some respect. The crowd roars in approval, eager for more action. It looks like we're in for an impromptu match. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. This is going to be epic, bros. As the chaos continues, the show cuts to a commercial break, leaving the audience on the edge of their seats for what's to come. 1412 Wrestling Episode 21, All Out Action. Segment the show returns from the commercial break with VP Dana Scully standing at the top of the ramp, looking stern. Bart Simpson, your antics will no longer be tolerated. Security, escort him off the premises. Security guards surround Bart, who struggles and protests as they drag him away. The crowd has a mixed reaction, some booing and others cheering. Mr. Feeney, looks like Bart's night is over before it even began. He really needs to learn some respect. Harsh, but fair, dude. Match 2, singles match. Bars versus Jeff Jarrett. The arena lights dim as Bars makes his entrance, his face a mask of fury. The crowd buzzes with anticipation. Moments later, Jeff Jarrett struts out, guitar in hand, smirking at the enraged Bars. Mr. Feeney, this is going to be a heated contest. Bars has been seething ever since Gaga's spell, and Jarrett loves to stir the pot. Elvira, let's see if Jarrett can back up his arrogance with a win. Pauly Shore. This is going to be gnarly, dudes. The bell rings, and the match begins with Bars charging at Jarrett, taking control early with powerful strikes and slams. Jarrett, however, uses his cunning tactics to dodge Bars' attacks and land some hits of his own. Mr. Feeney. Bars is dominating, but Jarrett's no slouch when it comes to strategy. He knows how to play the game, that's for sure. As the match progresses, Jarrett manages to gain the upper hand using underhanded moves to keep Bars off balance. After a heated exchange, Jarrett sees his opportunity and smashes his guitar over Bars' head, covering him for the pinfall. Result, Jeff Jarrett wins by pinfall. I can't believe it, Jarrett. Jarrett with the win. Bars is going to be livid after this. That guitar shot was brutal, bro. Enraged by his loss, Bars grabs a microphone, his voice trembling with anger. I've had enough. I declare an anti-boiled egg alliance. Anyone who despises those cursed boiled eggs, join me now. From the shadows, random roster members such as Donkey Lips, Doug Funny, and Cliff O'Malley step forward to join Bars in the ring. Together, we'll rid 1412 Wrestling of this boiled egg menace. The crowd erupts in cheers for the newly formed alliance, despite having booed the match. Mr. Feeney. Looks like Bars is gathering quite the following. This anti-boiled egg alliance could change the landscape of 1412 Wrestling. I'm totally on board with this, dudes. As the newly formed alliance stands tall in the ring, the camera fades to the next segment, leaving the audience eager to see what happens next. Segment 3. Back from break, the anti-boiled egg brigade is in the ring, standing defiantly. Bars, flanked by Donkey Lips, Doug Funny, and Cliff O'Malley, holds the microphone with a determined expression. Bars, Steiner, Hogan, Jarrett, and that blasted inventor of boiled eggs, you all think you can mess with us? You think you can humiliate us with your boiled egg nonsense? Well, we've had enough. This is our declaration of war. We're the anti-boiled egg brigade, and we're here to put an end to your boiled egg tyranny. Donkey Lips steps forward, taking the mic from Bars. I've been pushed around long enough. No more boiled egg pranks. We're taking a stand, and we won't back down. Doug Funny follows, adding his voice to the mix. It's time for a change. No more boiled eggs ruining our lives. We're united, and we're not going to be stopped. Cliff O'Malley grabs the mic, looking around at the crowd. This is just the beginning. Hogan, Steiner, Jarrett, Inventor, you better watch your backs because the anti-boiled egg brigade is coming for you. The crowd roars in approval, clearly behind the anti-boiled egg brigade's cause. This brigade means business. They've drawn a line in the sand. Elvira, I'm all for it. Those boiled eggs have been causing nothing but chaos. Totally, dude. Down with the eggs. Match 3. Divas Championship. Lady Gaga accompanied by Ariana Grande and Topanga versus Android 18 versus Nikki Bella. The arena lights dim as the competitors make their entrances. Lady Gaga, flanked by Ariana Grande and Topanga, exudes confidence. Android 18 enters next, her cold, calculating gaze focused on the ring. Finally, Nikki Bella storms in, determined to claim the title. Mr. Feeney. This match is going to be intense. All three of these women are fierce competitors. Absolutely, Feeney. Gaga's got her entourage, but Android 18 and Nikki Bella are no pushovers. This is going to be epic, bro. The bell rings, and the match begins with a flurry of action. Android 18 uses her android strength to overpower her opponents, while Nikki Bella relies on her agility and experience. Lady Gaga, ever the strategist, uses her cunning and magical tactics to stay ahead, with Ariana and Topanga providing constant interference from ringside. Mr. Feeney, Gaga's entourage is making it difficult for Nikki and Android 18 to gain any momentum. Elvira, it's like a 3-on-2 match out there. Gaga's playing it smart. In a pivotal moment, Nikki Bella hits Android 18 with a powerful forearm smash, sending her out of the ring. Bella then turns her attention to Gaga, But Ariana distracts the referee while Topanga trips Nikki from outside the ring. Gaga takes advantage of the distraction, rolling Nikki Bella up for a sneaky pin. Result: Lady Gaga retains the Divas Championship. Mr. Feeney, Gaga retains her title with that sneaky roll-up. Elvira, love her or hate her, Gaga knows how to win. Pauly Shore, that was totally gnarly. Gaga's still the champ, dudes. Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, and Topanga celebrate in the ring. Their victory secured through cunning and teamwork. The crowd reacts with a mix of boos and cheers, appreciating the high-energy match despite the underhanded tactics. Mr. Feeney, what a match! The Divas Championship remains with Lady Gaga, but you can bet Nikki Bella and Android 18 won't take this lying down. As the segment concludes, the camera fades to the next part of the show, leaving the audience eagerly anticipating the rest of the night's action. Segment 4. Pre-match promo. The cameras cut to the backstage area where the Headbangers, Mosh and Thrasher stand in front of a 14-12 wrestling backdrop. Both men look visibly nervous as they prepare for their upcoming match. You know, Thrasher, I never thought I'd say this, but I think we might actually catch rabies tonight. Yeah, man. We've fought some crazy opponents before, but Scott Steiner's Rabid Tigers? This is next level. These aren't just any tigers. They're rabid, and they've got Steiner's madness to back them up. But we're not backing down. We're going to give it our all, rabies or not. Let's do this, Thrasher. For the Headbangers. The Headbangers fist bump and head towards the ring, determined to face their wildest challenge yet. The Headbangers are clearly worried about their health tonight, and rightfully so. Facing rabid tigers? This is insane, even for 14-12 wrestling. Pauly Shore. Totally wild, dudes. Let's see how this goes down. Match 4. Tag Team Championship. Scott Steiner's Rabid Tigers C versus the Headbangers. The arena lights dim, and the intense theme music of Scott Steiner's Rabid Tigers fills the space. The Tigers, wearing their championship belts, make their way to the ring, guided by Steiner. The crowd roars in anticipation, eager to see the carnage. The Headbangers make their entrance next, amid determination and apprehension on their faces. The bell rings, and the match begins with the Headbangers cautiously engaging the Tigers. Mr. Feeney, this is going to be one wild match, folks. Elvira. The Headbangers are brave, but those Tigers are ferocious. The Headbangers put up a valiant fight, using their teamwork and agility to try and outmaneuver the Tigers. Mosh and Thrasher hit several double-team moves, but the Tigers' raw power and ferocity are overwhelming. Steiner yells instructions from ringside, adding to the chaos. In a pivotal moment, one of the Tigers catches Thrasher midair and slams him to the mat. Mosh tries to intervene, but is overpowered by the second Tiger. The Tigers execute a devastating double-team mauling, leaving both Headbangers incapacitated. The referee counts the pinfall. Result: Scott Steiner's Rabid Tigers retain the Tag Team Championship. The Tigers retain their titles. What an absolute mauling. The Headbangers gave it their all, but those Tigers are just too powerful. Totally gnarly, dudes. That was intense. Post-match promo. The camera cuts to Vegeta, who stands in the middle of the ring with a microphone. The crowd's boos turn to a mixture of excitement and fear as he begins to speak. Last week, I showed no mercy. I blew up the entire arena because I could, and I feel no remorse for it. The crowd reacts with a mix of boos and cheers, appreciating Vegeta's unapologetic attitude. Destruction is what I do best, and if anyone has a problem with that, come face me. Suddenly, Lady Gaga's music hits, and she appears on the ramp with a confident smirk. She raises her hands, casting a spell as she walks down to the ring. Vegeta, your actions last week were reckless, but as powerful as you are, my magic is stronger. The crowd listens intently as Gaga explains. I cast a powerful spell and sacrificed one of Tyson's pigeons to reconstruct this arena and bring everyone back to life. This place stands because of me. The audience is in awe, the magic and the stakes of 14-12 wrestling reaching new heights. You think your magic can stop me? I welcome the challenge. Then prepare yourself. Vegeta, because my magic will continue to shape this world with or without your destruction. Mr. Feeney, it looks like the battle between magic and power is far from Maga's magic saved us all, but Vegeta's power is unmatched. This is gonna be epic, dudes. The camera fades out as Vegeta and Lady Gaga stare each other down, the tension palpable, leaving the audience eagerly anticipating what will happen next in the world of 1412 wrestling. Segment 5, Match 5, Laser Gun Surfing Battle Championship, Psycrow C versus Marvin the Martian. The arena buzzes with anticipation as the lights dim and the futuristic sound of laser guns fills the air. Psycrow, the reigning champion, makes his entrance, confidently brandishing his laser gun. The crowd cheers, loving the bizarre spectacle that's about to unfold. Marvin the Martian follows, looking determined and ready for battle. Mr. Feeney? This is going to be one wild match. Laser guns and surfing, what more could you want? Elvira. The insanity of 1412 wrestling never ceases to amaze me. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Totally rad, dudes. This is going to be epic. The bell rings, and the match begins with both competitors taking to their surfboards, hovering above the ring. Psycrow and Marvin the Martian exchange laser blasts, dodging and weaving to avoid getting hit. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, cheering for every near miss and hit. Psycrow gains the upper hand, using his agility to outmaneuver Marvin. He lands a series of precise laser shots, knocking Marvin off balance. Marvin retaliates with a powerful blast of his own, but Psycrow dodges just in time, countering with a sweeping laser strike that sends Marvin crashing to the mat. Mr. Feeney, Psycrow is showing incredible skill tonight. He's really dominating this match. Marvin's putting up a good fight, but Psycrow's just too quick. In a final, daring move, Psycrow launches himself off his surfboard, performing a mid-air flip and lands a direct hit on Marvin, sending him sprawling. Psycrow pins Marvin, securing the victory. Result, Psycrow retains the Laser Gun Surfing Battle Championship. Mr. Feeney, what an incredible match. Psycrow retains his title. That was fast-paced and bizarre, just the way we like it here at 1412 Wrestling. Totally awesome, dudes. Post-match chaos. As Psycrow celebrates his victory, the crowd erupts in cheers. Suddenly, Earthworm Jim's music hits, and he rushes to the ring, dragging the massive couch he stole from Harry and Marv. Jim impressively swings the couch as a weapon, smashing it into Psycrow and knocking him down. This couch is more than just furniture. It's a power source. The crowd is stunned as Jim continues to attack Psycrow with the couch, demonstrating incredible strength and agility. Harry, Marv, and Kevin McAllister, seeing the chaos unfold, attempt to approach Earthworm Jim to reclaim their stolen couch. Earthworm Jim is on a rampage. And what is he talking about? This is madness. What's going to happen next? As Harry, Marv, and Kevin inch closer, Allie and AJ suddenly ambush them with katanas, ready for their death match with the Wet Bandits. The scene descends into utter chaos with Earthworm Jim, Psycrow, the Wet Bandits, and Allie and AJ all brawling in the ring and around it. Mr. Fiend, we need some order here. This is absolute pandemonium. 412 Wrestling has truly gone off the rails tonight. This is totally insane, dudes. I love it. The camera captures the chaotic scene as the brawl continues, with security and referees rushing in to try and restore order. The crowd is loving every minute of the mayhem, eagerly anticipating what will happen next in the unpredictable world of 1412 wrestling. Segment 6. Pre-match promo. The camera zooms in on the ring as Paula Abdul, standing confidently with a microphone in hand, begins her heated promo. The crowd is buzzing, split between boos and cheers as they eagerly await the showdown. Lady Gaga, you've been running this show with your witchcraft and theatrics for far too long. Tonight, I'm taking that sword-fighting championship from you, and there's nothing your little cronies can do to stop me. The crowd erupts in cheers for Paula's bold declaration. Gaga's music hits, and the arena lights dim as she makes her entrance, flanked by Topanga and Ariana Grande. The trio walks to the ring with an air of confidence and mystery. Paula Abdul looks determined tonight. She's got a lot of fire in her. Gaga's not going to give up that title easily, though. She's got tricks up her sleeve. This is going to be totally epic, dudes. Match 6, Sword Fighting Championship. Lady Gaga C, accompanied by Topanga and Ariana Grande versus Paula Abdul. The referee signals for the bell and the match begins. Paula Abdul immediately charges at Gaga, their swords clashing with a loud metallic ring. The crowd is on the edge of their seats as the two competitors engage in a fierce duel. Gaga, using her agility and experience, deflects Paula's strikes and counters with swift, precise attacks. Paula, fueled by determination, presses forward, landing a series of powerful blows that push Gaga back. Mr. Feeney, Paula's putting up a strong fight. She's not backing down one bit. She's got the heart of a champion, but Gaga's cunning can't be underestimated. As the match progresses, Topanga and Ariana Grande try to interfere, but Paula skillfully fends them off, keeping her focus on Gaga. The crowd roars with approval as Paula disarms Ariana with a well-placed strike. Gaga takes advantage of the distraction, delivering a sweeping kick to Paula's legs and knocking her to the ground. Gaga raises her sword, ready to deliver the final blow, but Paula rolls out of the way, grabbing her sword and countering with a powerful strike that knocks Gaga's sword out of her hand.
Paula's got this, dudes. She's on fire. Elvira. She's so close.
Can she do it? With Gaga disarmed, Paula goes for the pin, but just as the referee starts the count, Topanga distracts him by climbing onto the apron. The crowd boos loudly as the referee is distracted, giving Gaga the opportunity to regain her footing. Gaga quickly retrieves her sword and with a sly grin disarms Paula with a swift move, then rolls her up for a pin. The referee turns back just in time to count to 3. Result: Lady Gaga retains the Sword Fighting Championship. What a match! Paula Abdul gave it her all, but Gaga's cunning and her entourage's interference were too much. Gaga once again shows why she's the champion. Love her or hate her, you can't deny her skill. Pauly Shore, that was totally wild. Paula almost had it, but Gaga's just too slick. Lady Gaga stands tall in the ring, raising her sword triumphantly as Topanga and Ariana Grande join her, celebrating the victory. Paula Abdul, visibly frustrated but determined, glares at Gaga, signaling that this rivalry is far from over. The camera captures the intense emotions in the ring as the crowd continues to cheer and boo, creating a charged atmosphere. The scene fades to black as the show prepares to move on to the next segment, leaving the audience eagerly anticipating what's next in the unpredictable world of 1412 wrestling. Segment 7, Deathmatch. Match 7, Ali and AJ versus the Wet Bandits, managed by Kevin McAllister. The arena is filled with anticipation as the deathmatch is about to begin. The camera pans over the various weapons and traps scattered around the ring, including light tubes, barbed wire bats, katanas, cheese graters, and numerous Home Alone-style traps. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a brutal contest. The deathmatch is no joke, and with these weapons involved, anything can happen. Ali and AJ have been training hard for this, but the Wet Bandits are known for their underhanded tactics. This will be one for the books. This is going to be gnarly, dudes. I can't wait to see what happens. The bell rings, and the match begins. Ali and AJ start off strong, using their agility to avoid the traps and strike at the Wet Bandits with barbed wire bats. Kevin McAllister, perched at ringside, yells out instructions and sets off various traps, trying to tip the scales in favor of the Wet Bandits. Harry and Marv manage to turn the tide by grabbing katanas and swinging them wildly, forcing Ali and AJ to retreat momentarily. The Wet Bandits then grab light tubes and smash them over Ali and AJ's heads, sending glass shards flying everywhere. Mr. Feeney, this is absolute chaos. These competitors are giving it their all. They're leaving it all in the ring. You have to respect their tenacity. Ali and AJ, undeterred, fight back with cheese graters, scraping them across Harry and Marv's faces, drawing blood. The crowd is on their feet, cheering and gasping at the violent spectacle. Kevin McAllister sets off more traps, but Ali and AJ skillfully avoid them, showing their ring awareness. As the match progresses, Harry and Marv begin to argue with Kevin McAllister, blaming him for the traps backfiring. Ali and AJ seize the opportunity, hitting simultaneous head scissors on Harry and Marv, sending them crashing through a barbed wire-filled fish tank outside the ring. Result, Ali and AJ win by pinfall. Mr. Feeney, what a match. Ali and AJ have done it. They've overcome the odds and secured the victory. This was a brutal and intense battle. Ali and AJ proved their toughness tonight. Pauly Shore, totally epic dudes. That was insane. Post-match, Kevin McAllister, seething with anger, grabs a microphone. Harry, Marv, you guys are the worst. I trusted you and you let me down again. You're nothing but a couple of incompetent losers. The crowd boos Harry and Marv as they struggle to get to their feet, covered in blood and barbed wire. Just then, Earthworm Jim's music hits, and he runs down the ramp carrying the stolen couch. This couch is my power source, and you're never getting it back. Jim swings the massive couch by somehow managing to use it as a weapon and smashes it into Harry and Marv, knocking them down once again. The crowd roars with approval as Earthworm Jim stands tall over the fallen wet bandits. Mr. Feeney. Earthworm Jim with a statement. This feud is far from over. The chaos continues in 1412 wrestling. What an incredible night. This is why I love this show, dudes. Non-stop action and surprises. The camera captures the aftermath of the brutal death match, with Ali and AJ celebrating their victory, Earthworm Jim standing triumphantly and Harry and Marv lying in the wreckage. The scene fades to black as the show prepares to move on to the next segment, leaving the audience eager for more. Segment 8, Main Event. Match 8, World Championship. Mike Tyson versus Vegeta versus Bars. The crowd is electric as the main event is about to begin. The atmosphere is intense, with fans eagerly awaiting the clash of titans. The camera pans over the packed arena, capturing the excitement on the faces of the audience. Mike Tyson, the reigning champion, stands tall in the ring, his intense gaze fixed on his opponents. Vegeta, exuding Saiyan pride, and Bars, fueled by sheer determination, enter the ring to roaring applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The World Championship on the line in a triple threat match. Tyson, Vegeta, and Bars. This is going to be a battle for the ages. You can feel the electricity in the air. These three men are ready to tear each other apart. Pauly Shore. Totally rad, dudes. This is going to be epic. The bell rings and the match begins with a flurry of action. Tyson uses his legendary knockout power to take the early advantage, landing devastating punches on both Vegeta and Bars. Vegeta quickly recovers, using his Saiyan strength to counter Tyson's blows. Bars, undeterred, fights back with a combination of power and agility, targeting both of his opponents. It's Mr. Feeney. This is absolute chaos. All three competitors are giving it their all. Tyson's power, Vegeta's strength, and Bars' determination, it's a recipe for disaster. This is what 1412 wrestling is all about, dudes. The action spills out of the ring, with Vegeta launching Bars into the barricade with a powerful throw. Tyson follows up with a brutal uppercut, sending Vegeta crashing to the floor. The crowd is on their feet, cheering and chanting for their favorites. Mid-match, Jeff Jarrett sneaks through the crowd, guitar in hand, and smashes it over Bars' head. The crowd erupts in boos as Jarrett cackles with glee. Bars, dazed but not out, fights back, but the distraction allows Vegeta to gain the upper hand. Bars, you're nothing but a boiled egg-loving loser. Suddenly, Scott Steiner's music hits, and he charges down the ramp with his rabid tigers. Steiner jumps into the ring, attacking Tyson with a series of suplexes. The tigers circle the ring, adding to the chaos. Mr. Feeney. What is Steiner doing here? This match has devolved into utter madness. Steiner and his tigers are wreaking havoc. Tyson is in trouble. Pauly Shore. This is totally insane, dudes. In the midst of the chaos, Vegeta grabs a microphone, standing in the center of the ring. Tyson, Bars, you're both weak. I'm the true warrior here, and I'll show you why. Vegeta drops the mic and resumes his assault, using his Saiyan strength to overpower Tyson and Bars. The match continues to escalate, with each competitor landing devastating moves and near falls. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, witnessing a brutal and thrilling contest. Despite the interference and the relentless attacks from his opponents, Tyson manages to regain his footing. He delivers a series of knockout punches to Steiner, sending him out of the ring. Vegeta attempts to capitalize, but Tyson counters with a powerful uppercut, knocking Vegeta to the mat. Mr. Feeney. Tyson is back in control. Can he retain his title? This is it. Tyson's going for the knockout. Go, Tyson. Go. With Vegeta down, Tyson turns his attention to Bars. The two men exchange fierce blows, but Tyson's power proves too much. Tyson delivers a devastating knockout punch to Bars, sending him crashing to the mat. Result, Mike Tyson retains the World Championship. Mike Tyson has done it! He's retained the World Championship in one of the most chaotic matches we've ever seen. As Tyson celebrates his victory, Hulk Hogan's music hits. Hogan steps onto the stage, microphone in hand. Hulk Hogan, this doesn't work for me, brother. The crowd boos as Hogan makes his declaration, but Tyson ignores him, raising the championship belt high. Mr. Feeney, what a night. Chaos and mayhem from start to finish. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on 1412 Wrestling. Stay spooky, everyone. Later, dudes. The show closes with Tyson standing tall in the ring, the crowd cheering wildly as the screen fades to black. Current champions: World Champion Tyson, Tag Team Champions Scott Steiner's Tigers, Competitive Eating Champion Joey Tribbiani, Laser Gun Surfing Battle Champion Psycrow, Divas Champion Lady Gaga, Sword Fighting Champion Lady Gaga.